What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to show you a £2 park up. Yes, a £2 park up. And I'm also going to share all my hints, tricks and tips for wild camping so you don't get the knock. Let's crack on, shall we? What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the intro, I have found a cracking little park up which I think will work an absolute treat. But before then, I thought we'd just go for a little drive around and see if we can actually spot some park ups, because I'm in a place called Baughurst. It's between basically Basingstoke and Reading. I've never been here before, I don't know where we are, but I have found a little park up which it should be a winner. Before we crack on with that, we should just have a little drive around and see what's around the area and if we can spot some park ups, because like I say, I know this is one of the big bugbears for most people. They want to know how to find these kind of park ups, and yeah, I thought we'd just take you along and have a little drive around. Now this is a tiny little town. They've got a couple of little supermarkets, but you know, it looks very, very small. I think you could, there's probably only a couple of bus routes around it, I would say. But I've never been round here, so I'm not sure what to expect. Now, just looking there on my left, there is a driveway down there, but it does say dead end. Now, I often go down dead ends and then I have to back out of them. Let's have a little look down here. Let's go left here. Now, yeah, you have to be aware of where you're driving into, because the last thing you want to do is be nervous with your vehicle and then drive into somewhere where you're just not going to, you know, be comfortable, and you have to back out and it could be quite hairy. And be careful and be aware of your surroundings. If you are nervous, then I would suggest getting Google Maps out, sitting there for a little bit, having a little look and seeing what's what basically around the area. Now there's a red car there. Now I probably wouldn't park there because it's a bit of a main road, and I believe there's from the signs it looks like there's a school further down. This is a newish housing estate by the looks of it, but these little lay-bys are brilliant. I do like them. So let's go right. This is quite a tight street, so I wouldn't park here unless there was like the little lay-bys that we just previously saw. Like there's one here, so it's got two cars there. I would definitely park in there if it was available. That would be perfect. It's at the side of a house. It's not really disturbing anyone. Yeah, they're the kind of things you're looking for. Ends of houses, quiet little side roads, and there's hundreds of them around. There really is. There's no need for you to worry at all. You will find somewhere. Look, we've just done a loop now, so we'll continue up here, go past where we just turned in. And there's no yellow lines here, but I mean, I might at a push park here on the right, but far back from the junction, but enough to not block the other junction as well. Now, this isn't the way I normally find park ups. This is just for demonstration purposes, so please don't think that I'm just driving around aimlessly and that you have to do that as well, because you don't. I have written a book about it, which I'll link to in the description below. There is ways to find spots without having to do all this driving around, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's not the cheapest to do that, because fuel ain't cheap these days, right? Now, I would park here if I at a push. Let me just pull in here just to see what we're like. There's plenty of cars parking along here, so there's no reason I couldn't. I do stick out a fraction more than the rest, but it's a park up. It'll do for the night. You're not directly outside anyone's house. Like I say, I think it'll be pretty quiet, you know, past 6-7 o'clock in the evening. I can't see many people driving around here at night. Again, now some of these you could park here. I mean, where this white car is, I would probably park there. I have parked in places like that before. Again, this is a tight road, proving difficult round here, to be fair. There's a couple of places I would risk it for a chocolate biscuit, but they've got lots of green around, but their roads are quite tight. I mean, I am having to proper, you know, I'm not saying don't check your mirrors when you're driving, but I am having to really check mine because it is quite quite tight going round. That guy just looked at me and he was like, what is he doing down here? You do get that sometimes, you do get that. But like I said, this is easy on a whole. I've been doing this is my 9th year now. So this is like second nature to me, to be fair. I wouldn't find it hard to be, to find something. Now I might park here. Again, it's a bit sticking out like a sore thumb. Now, I do recommend you use Google Maps, Google Street View, have a little zoom in. Oh, now this is a gem. I would park here, not right here because of the tree, but all along here, I would find one and I would park there where I wasn't clunking the tree. Now, yeah, somewhere like where this blue car is, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Now, it is opposite a park, but like I say, in the evening, you should be all right because, kids have gone in by then. So that would be a winner, 100% winner. And you got a little lay-by here on my right. That looks all right. You're not going to get much solar under the trees, same as the other place, but that's not the aim of the game right now, right? So yeah, I would say zoom in on Google Maps, have a look on Street View, and then I do recommend Park for Night. I use Park for Night. I'm an ambassador of them. I've been using them for years and years and years. I use them all over the UK and Europe, and they are absolutely fantastic for finding spots, especially with reviews and things like that. Once you've done this a few times, you will start get to know. And when you're driving around different areas, whether you're going to be staying in that area or not, you'll be looking and going, yeah, I could park there. Yeah, I could park there. And it's amazing how many people do it now, because it's almost like a game. Could I park there? Could I park there? Yeah, no, I could park there. Oh, that's a parking. That's the way it is. And a lot of people do come up to me and say, look, once they've watched one of these videos and they know what they're looking for, or they've read the book, then they know where to go and how to look for these spots. So they just make it into a game of wherever they're driving around now. And that is a good thing, because if you do find these places as well, you can then just start, popping them in your maps for saved places for later, and you start making up a whole list of little park-ups. I panicked for a moment then, because I thought that the camera in front hadn't recorded everything I'd been saying whilst showing you the road. So yeah, that would have been pretty bad. So right, pulled over in Lidl's. Now let's crack on. It's beautiful weather. It's raining. Right, let's go down here, do 5 minutes down here, and then we'll spin round and we'll come back to the park up that I am going to stay at tonight, which should be a winner chicken dinner, and should be nice and cheap, because I'm going to show you another way of the park ups. Let's go down this first one. Where these vans are, this van is and the two cars are, I would park there. Definitely nice little spot there. It looks like there might be another little lay-by further down. Yeah, I'd park there. That ain't a bus stop, is it? No, that ain't a bus stop, so I'd definitely park there. That would be perfect. You see, a little bit of looking around and you just find them. They just appear out of nowhere. They really do. Now here, I'd park here on the right here where this fence is and the tree. I'd park there, definitely. One thing I would suggest is when you do find a spot, always have a backup spot. If anything happens, like for whatever reason you just don't feel comfortable while you're parking there, you wake up and something spooks you, something like that. Have we been here? Yeah, we've been here, haven't we? But yeah, always have a backup spot, because then if you don't feel good at night, you're there, you're just not easy, something's going wrong, or someone turns up and just makes you feel uncomfortable, which I've never had before. But at least if you're woken up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you're like, right, okay, I know where I'm going because I've got a backup spot. You haven't got to then worry about where you're going to then try and find a spot at 2 in the morning, because no one wants that. You don't, it's just not. And that's when things can go wrong, like accidents can happen, because at the end of the day, this, your motorhome and your van are very expensive. Now, I hope this kind of like drive along does help you guys, because you know, at the end of the day, park-ups are quite a big thing, you know, as well as emptying your toilet and finding water and things like that. They're the main things that people have with van life and living in a motorhome and travelling around in a motorhome and wild camping in a motorhome and in a van. So I do hope I am helping. Now, if you do have any questions about park-ups or anything related to van life or motorhomes, then please do drop them in the comments below, because I'm more than happy to, you know, answer them and try and help. Because at the end of the day, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and without, you know, being big-headed, I know stuff that I don't even know is useful anymore, you know, because I've done it so long, it's so natural to me now. Things that I take for granted, people, you know, new people to this need to know, and they want to know, and they find difficult. So if I haven't answered anything, then please feel free to ask in the comments below, and we'll answer them. This is the park up. Now let me wander over here and then I'll show you. You can see there's a bit of a hatch, chevron hatch there, so that's where I am, and that fits perfect, absolutely perfect. But I think I'm on a little slight angle down that way, so I might spin it round and then park nose in. But let me just show you the back, because it's like it was almost meant to be. Now, look, there's still plenty of room at the back, so not, you know, proper scraping up against the bush or anything like that. Yeah, nicely in there. So I am thinking though, spin it round, because my head's on the other side, so I want my head up. And yeah, I could take this spot and then nose right in, and it'll just be my wheel carrier that hangs just about here. I'm a little confused because it says there is a 3-hour time restriction, but it's managed by Euro car parks. So on the app you can go and buy some time on here. I think it might be on Horizon as well. I'm pretty sure it's on Horizon as well. But looking at the entrance, so there's an entrance here, because there's 3 entrances to this car park. There's one here, there's one down there, and then there's one over there. Now looking at this entrance here, I can't see an ANPR camera to check your number plate, to check that you've then paid to be in here for the time that you're in here. So yeah, I'm a little confused. Now I'm gonna go on the app and I'm gonna pay, because 1, I don't want any problems. 2, I want it to title the video. Right, I'm gonna turn around, park in a space, then we'll have a look at the app. And just like that, we've spun round. Should be better that side. And yeah, I'm still within the space, as you can see there. I am overhanging the front because there is chevrons there. Good to go, good to go. Right, let's sort some parking out on the app and be good and pay, shall we? Because I know, I'm pretty sure there's no cameras, so, but I'm not gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm gonna be good. Right, so now there's a couple of apps that you can use. Now the one app that I do like using a lot is called Parkopedia. This is the app, Parkopedia. Now this app shows you pretty much every car park around the country. Now if I do current location, it will show me the car parks. So as you can see here, it's showing you all the car parks around my current location. Right, now if I click one, this one says Sainsbury's, which is where we are. It gives me all the details about the place, how many spaces there are, what types there are. Then it gives the address, which is Horizon. So it looks like it's managed under Horizon, which is the Horizon Parking app. Now the boards say that they're managed by Euro car parks. Now if I go over to the Euro car parks app, and then I click nearby locations, we zoom into where we are. Why is that called Tadley? I'm not in Tadley, am I? I thought I was in I don't know where I am. Anyway, there's my thing, there's the pin, and then Sainsbury's is not on there. It's not on their list of, you know, car parks to pay for. So if we come out here and we go to Horizon, now if I go out of here and I go to current location and then zoom in, my current location, it says there's one at Sainsbury's, and then that is what pops up. Parking at Sainsbury's Supermarkets Limited, RG26, and that's where we are. Now, this is the kicker. If I book, because with Luke, we're going to have to blur the last digits of my card out, but I'm going to put it in there now, and I'm going to go until tomorrow at, say, 1 o'clock. Let's say 2 o'clock. Look at that. £2.15. £2.15. Now, there's a 49p service fee. That's probably like 20% service fee, 25% service fee there. But that's a bargain, right? Park up for £2, and that is until 2 o'clock tomorrow. So that you can't, can you really? Come on, right? Let's pay for that, and then we should be winner. I've successfully paid, and now I am parking here, and that is where we are. That is the Sainsbury's. So yeah, I am I'm all parked up, paid £2.15 for my parking. £2 park up. Love it. With the parking situation now handled, time to think about dinner. It is 7 o'clock. What is the time? 7:30. So I need something to eat. I've got sausages in the fridge. I'm thinking if I go and get some mashed potato and some onions, do sausage, mash, onion gravy. Now that, it sounds like a winner to me. That is a proper hearty meal. I love sausage. It's not proper hearty, is it? I mean, that was probably a wrong word. It's just comfort food. It's nice, isn't it? Really is. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get me some. Don't judge. I'm gonna go get some mash. I could go get a couple of potatoes, but I am not peeling potatoes, boiling them, then mashing them, because I don't own a masher. I don't think I own a peeler. Right, before I go over to Sainsbury's, I think I'm gonna close up the blinds. It is getting a bit dark now. Oh, need longer arms. It makes sense to just put the sausages on now whilst I go over to Sainsbury's, and then they're cooking, and then they'll be cooked when I get back. And then all I've got to do is put the, hang on, I'm looking for, I haven't emptied the dishwasher yet. All I've got to do is then put everything on. You know, got to work smarter, not harder. We'll cook them all. Why not? Right, chuck them in. My inverter's not on. First time for everything. My inverter's not on. There we go. Cooking. Haha. All safe and secure. I know. Some people are going to be on me for the pre-chopped onions and the pre-done mash, but hey, shoot me. Yeah, I just want a quick and easy meal, and I don't want to be, fanning around doing everything. So yeah, and the mash was meant to be reduced. See, meant to be. Right, let's get back to the motorhome. Sausage should be done. Pile this all together, and we should have a lovely little dinner. Would you look at that? Yes! Sausage, mash, and onion gravy. Now that is a winner to me. And that was a simple meal. Now, the potato does look awful when you put it in the pan because they're meant to be microwaved. I'm going to scoff my face. I think I might listen to a podcast. I'm not sure. Maybe watch some TV, but I think I might listen to my podcast. I love listening to podcasts and audiobooks, to be fair. I really do. It's just, something other than a screen. So I can just sit and listen, chill out, and enjoy my dinner. Now, come on, tell me you don't cheat when you're cooking in the van. I mean, I'm only cooking for myself, aren't I, really? So I've even got another portion left for tomorrow's lunch if I want. And I've still got some sausages, because these are only chipolata sausages. So, nothing, they're not massive. But yeah, come on. Pre-diced onions, it's a game. They were 50p. 50p. Didn't have to cut them, didn't cry, straight in a pan, done. Come on. What do you cheat at when cooking in the van? Drop it in the comments below, because I know you all do cheat. I know you all do. And whilst I'm saying that, I can hear the beep, beep, beep from my dishwasher. That's cheating. That is cheating on another level. But what do you cheat at when cooking? Now that sausage and mash hit the spot. That was nice. It really was. But now, before we go outside and have a little look around, and I'll show you, because it is 25 past 11. I've been chilling out, listening to my podcast a little bit, and then yeah, couldn't help but watch a couple of episodes of. I've been watching Outback Crystal Hunters. Yeah, Australian show. So where they're literally digging up amethyst and they're digging up smoky quartz and things like that. I find that pretty interesting. It's pretty yeah, I suppose it's not like an obsession, but it's not like you shout, like people that like, I don't know, if you liked Britney Spears or something, or you liked I don't know what movie, like Power Rangers or something, I don't know. What do they call that? Anyway, I have gone way off the tangent. I've gone so far off the deep end, I don't know my way back. I've been chilling out, watching a little bit of TV of Australians digging up crystals. Quite like it. That was it. That was all I was saying. But now it comes to, I can't believe we're in September. Where has this year gone, really? I mean, we've had quite a cracking summer so far, weather-wise. It's been really, really good. Yeah, may it continue. May it continue. But I'm looking forward now. And I mean, last night I was looking online about the shuttle or the ferry, because I do want to go to Europe after the NEC. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about. I want to go over to Europe as soon as the NEC is done. But I've got about a week's. It'll be literally finish on the Sunday, and then a week Monday I'll be going over. So I'm looking probably about the 27th, I think, 26th, 27th of October, heading over, do the rest of October for the last couple of days, all of November and most of December. I'm not sure if I'll stay over there for Christmas. I'll probably come back and then be with the family, but that is my plan. Now, at the moment, in my mind, I want to do Belgium, Germany, and maybe the Netherlands. I'm looking for food, basically. Food and a nice road trip. I'll probably do some Christmas markets. I'm going to do, not, solely all the markets, but I want to do a lot of food. And then, yeah, just have a nice little trip, really. I don't want to be hitting as many countries as I can. I'm not racing around. I'm not hunting for sun or anything like that. I'm happy just putting along, but I would like your recommendations. I'm happy to chuck another couple of countries in there. If there's something that you think like this is the food mecca that you need to go to, and it's in Poland, for instance, then I could head over that way. A lot of you guys have travelled far and wide, so I'd like to take your knowledge, experience, and expertise, and then it helps me. So now I am still unsure about how to go over, whether to use the shuttle or the ferry. Now, I've not done the ferry over, so that would probably be a good one, but the prices are wildly varying. I think it's about £350 for me to go over on the shuttle, and then the cheapest one I found was with Irish ferries, which went from Dover to Dunkirk. Ferry was about £250, so it's about £100 cheaper. It takes 3 times as long, because the tunnel can be about half hour, 40 minutes. whereas that's an hour and a half. And it takes me up to Dunkirk, which is, again, it's like 45 kilometres further up. So closer to Belgium and all that. So yeah, I mean, that's not a bad option. Again, I've not done the ferry, so any advice? Is it good? Is it bad? Shall I do it? Shall I not? Yeah, I'm pretty open, open plan for what I'm going to go over there and look for. I'd like to do some fishing if possible. I still haven't caught much over there, but I would like to do some fishing. But I know the weather-wise, it's going to be cold where I'm probably heading. Any hints, tips, tricks, advice, places to go, food places, countries, regions? I'm loving street food. I'm loving just, crazy food. Anything cool, anything amazing, please do drop them in the comments below. Campsites or airs or, just places, areas that I should go and see. Then again, just... yeah, drop it in the comments below, because I'll be really grateful, and I'll go through it all and then add it to my list. With that said, let's have a little look outside and see what's going on. Whoa, it is dark. You can't even see me, it's that dark. Ghost town. Yeah. Right, well, I'm going to jump in. If anything happens, knock on the door or whatever, and then I'll turn the cameras on and we'll film it and see what happens. But other than that, looks like it's going to be a very, very peaceful night. Good morning. Now that was a lovely, lovely little park up. So dark last night when I come out. Are we coming in here? Okay, yeah, yeah. Someone's reversing in. Okay. What? Have they gone now? Oh God. Right. I'm not under the fear of being run over now. That was just funny. Now, it was an absolute beautiful night's sleep. Although I did get woken up by the rain a bit because it was absolutely hammering down last night. But this was a really, really good park up. Really easy, nice and quiet. Pitch black, like I say. No problems whatsoever. And yeah, park ups are easy. Now I showed you around the area, and hang on, I've got to show you something. Before we just continue with that, I've just got to show you something. Now, if you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know I'm normally in a grey t-shirt with my logo on it. But not today, rocking something a little bit different. Check this out. Look, ready? Yeah, look, I'll bring it down so you can see the brand. There you go. Now have a little look at the back. How good does that look? That. Yes. Look at that. There are a ton more designs coming. That's all I'm saying. How good does this look? Like I say, before I wanted to do a fit check, never done one of them in my life. Before I wanted to do that, I was saying how we had a little look around the area, and it's easy to find park ups. It really is. Now, I have got a book about finding park ups and how to do wild camping in a motorhome and a camper van, because I've never had the knock. So if you do want that, then I'll put a QR code up here now. Let me just show you. This book, I have written this book. So yeah, it's a nice, lovely, colourful book, lots of stuff in it. And the price of this book, after you've done one night's wild camping, it's paid for itself. With the price of campsites these days, they are not getting cheaper, are they? If you want to know more about how to wild camp in a motorhome or a camper van, then this is the book for you. Like I say, scan the QR code up here or click the link in the description. You guys help me out when you buy this book, because it keeps me rocking and rolling around, keeps my tank full of diesel and my belly full of chicken wings. Right, if you've got any questions about wild camping or anything related to the motorhome or van life, drop them in the comments below. And I still need all your recommendations for Europe. Where should I go? Where have you been? Where would you recommend? And what do you want to see when I go over to Europe? Because that is the thing. I want to take you along with me, show you around, go do some stuff, have a fun time, find some food, and just have a blast. If you're loving the t-shirts as well, let me know in the comments, because there is tons and tons of designs coming. I'm not telling you where from at the moment. Just gonna tease you, Oh yeah. Right, I'll catch you lovely lot next week. Bye.